open it up. There we go. Wow, we actually have some blue skies behind us. Nice.
Yeah, because you turned the camera up.
I know. I was like,
look out the window. They're not blue.
They're definitely not blue. It's a little dark out there. What is going on, cave dwellers? We're good. We're good. Let us know if you can hear us. The mic is on, and we're good. We got a show for you this evening. No, it's not muted this time. We're actually going through. I think if people can hear us. All right, Sean, what up, Sean? How you doing? A couple things to talk about tonight, and looks like Tonya graciously brought up a huge array of car detailing products to share with you as well. So not only do we have to talk about the new Corvette and Camaro's involvement in NASCAR, but it's going to be a detailing show.
We'll talk about some detailing.
What up, Linda? How you doing? And as long as Tonya doesn't fall asleep first. So that's that.
We got to do this like earlier or something. It's past my bedtime.
Yeah. It's just turned 8 o'clock.
It's past my bedtime.
You're nuts. Well, Lisa, how you doing? What's going on, everybody? So a lot of news is coming across. And yes, I guess we could talk about the huge GM recall, 450,000 units for their 6.2 liter V8s with faulty camshafts. And I don't know. It's crazy. Nuts. What up, Spider? How you doing? Boom, boom, boom. No yawning. It's Lisa. We know it's you, Lisa. We got your email. No. So Tonya did bring up.
You know what it is I'm constantly moving, and then when I sit still, my whole body just wants to shut down. That's the problem.
We need to get you some coffee. What up, Al? How you doing? What's Al's here?
Oh, hey, what's up, Al? How's my dobies?
You want to do your detailing thing first?
No. How many Camaros do you think there are?
I have so many tabs up to share things with you guys, and that was not one of them. Even though, like 5 minutes ago in the bathroom, I was thinking, maybe I should bring up the Camaro. So let's do that. What up, Charles? How you doing? What is going on? Let's check out. Proud to support our American heroes. It would be awesome if GM and Chevrolet, not only offer these military discounts, they do, and first responder discounts, they offer all those. But if they continued the legacy of making like military vehicles, like how Camaro did the Honor and Valor edition back in 2011, they haven't done like an edition like that since. Well, I mean, that was the last one for Camaro. Then I know they've done some with trucks, but I haven't seen one recently where they've done an Honor and Valor edition. But let's check it out. All right. We will scroll. And scroll. Hey, there's my car.
Mm-hmm.
There's Eve.
Kind of. It's got a white
Yeah,
top.
it's got the white roof. The next gen interior. We'll get to that. But how many Camaros do y'all think are left on the market? Oh, yeah. You're not even going to be able to build it. So we got to do it a different way. Shall we? Let's view the Camaro inventory. Go out countrywide. Oh, 2024. Oh, we are still at 5 units, y'all. 4 3LTs and that one 2SS that is not available in white. Yep. So really, there's only 4 cars left. They're all 3 LTs. Look at that. 2 shark skin metallics. They're all convertibles. 1 black and 1 white with black rally stripes. And black wheels. They all have black wheels. It looks like. Reason why they stopped making Camaros. 2. Sean Suzman. 2. Oh. Don't get hit in Eve. Janice Blazer has been waiting in parts since January. Wow, what happened, Charles? Did you get my pick last week of the Shock and Steel? Actually, I have it that pulled up already, Lisa. We're going to be sharing that email for you as well. Hey, what happened, Charles, to the EV? First of all parts right now, there is huge constraints across the board for her. Yeah, just don't get in an accident and be really safe with your cars at this time, because trying to get parts for any vehicle right now is a cluster. So just be safe out there. Rear bumper was hit at Mariner's grocery store. Damn.
Can't even go get groceries, Ben.
I know.
Can't even go food shopping without getting your stuff violated.
People need to be more careful, but also we need to park like far away. Are you guys one of those people that would rather park a mile? I mean, I know we do it when we got our cars. Wow, Charles says it was a hit and run.
Dang, they hit her in jet?
Wow.
That's messed up.
That is messed up. Well, we'll show an email here. Check out this beauty, this super rare car, the 2023 Shock and Steel edition in Rapid blue metallic. Wow. And apparently this one is for sale. That is a rare car. People just knew what it was. That is a beauty. Yeah. It's a Shock and Steel edition. Yeah. It's at a Ford dealership, huh? I love the yellow calipers. Blue. Yep. There's your little shock badge on the steering wheel. Oh, yeah. Oh, someone won a trophy. Woo-woo. Best of show. Spider won best of show. May 3rd. Congrats. That is awesome, Spider.
Best of show.
Yeah.
Go, girl.
Check that out. Congrats. That's awesome. Pretty. Inferno orange. Right? Or is that Victory Red? No, I think it's Inferno orange. That's Inferno. I remember. So yeah, we were wondering. Check this email out. A windshield banner. I do not know what it says. Wife's new windshield logo. That's cool. What does it say? I don't know what it says. Valentine Chevrolet. That car's at Valentine Chevrolet. After having a 2SS, is a 3LT satisfying? I mean, if you're just looking for like a cruiser, you still can't go wrong with 335 horsepower. It's still pretty strong. It's available in Mystic, Connecticut. I think going for around 67. Wow. Yeah, Chevy dealership never registered, so it's basically brand new. Then 67,000. That's, I mean, they know what they got. Car show May 18th. Miss Jaws going to detailer on Friday. Very nice, actually, Tonya. We never got an email from anybody, by the way, with what y'all wanted to know about detailing products. So Tonya bought a whole bunch of stuff up here. It's right behind the computer here.
Crazy bitch.
So is that what it says?
Yep.
I was wondering what it said. So there is that. So that concludes our emails right now. But there's a whole bunch of stuff that we need to discuss. I'll discuss one more thing and then let Tonya take over the detailing, and then we'll go back about the Corvette. Because I know people are excited about that. However, check this out. What is going on? So, according to NASCAR rumors right now, it was always a standing rule that NASCAR had to have a production vehicle in the lineup in order to have a car that looks like it on the track, right? So, from what we're hearing, and the rumors are that there's going to be a new Camaro body that goes on the 2026 Chevrolet NASCAR. So, what is it going to look like? I mean, I kind of hope it looks like the Camaro ZL1 1LE, because it has to be something previous. It can't be something new because there's no new car.
ZL1.
So, no, you can't go by that picture. That's just a picture of Kyle Larson's car right now. But it has to be of a 6th generation car. Now they can just update the body or like do a ZL1 1LE body just to give it a different front end look. But the taillights will probably be exactly the same. I mean, listen, this year they got rid of Camaro on the back and now it says Chevrolet. So we know it's not going to say Camaro because it physically can't, because it's not a production car. So that has to stay off the car. But they could make the front end look like the ZL1 1LE, or they could just make it look like an SS. But why go down from a ZL1 when the ZL1 looks a lot cooler, plus has the huge hole for the engine for better airflow? For extra credit judging, first aid kit.
I'm pretty sure they all have a big hole for an engine.
Fire extinguisher toolkit, want specifics so I can order from Amazon, please. Well, then that's the last little thing about the NASCAR. So what are we going to see at NASCAR? What are they going to do? And they have only a couple months left to decide what they were going to change for 2026. And on that note, we will turn this over to Tonya, and she can go over all of the detailing products that she brought upstairs.
Well, we're just going to leave this as a Q&A. So everybody just ask what you want to know or what you need to know going into season, or in season now if you're in a nice warm place where we aren't.
Where we aren't.
And hopefully I'll have something up here that I can help you with, because we're still having to dig in to get to our cars and stuff, because they have not come out yet.
And why
so horrible. They're still not even uncovered.
While she talks about this, I can just pull some of the product.
Detail. Yeah, a lot of my stuff is monster themed. We just grabbed random stuff. This one's not. Car shampoo.
Next. Interior detailer. Wheel and tire cleaner.
You guys can't tell I like Adams.
She's a big fan of Adams. This one's new for our car because now that we have the Panther, we need suede and Alcantara cleaner. People didn't even know this existed, but it does. And for all those ZL1 drivers and 1LE drivers, that's a suede interior with the suede steering wheel. This is big.
All right, what do we got going? What's it say?
Well, that's not good. Cap's broken on this, so it's
Yeah, but the other one's not
physically open.
The heat cap is on it though, so it's fine.
What
I've
else we
got
got?
a bunch of those caps in the garage. Read the. I can't read them.
Sean says I used Adam's stuff too. Jan said hit the like button, and she wants specifics on for extra credit, judging, first aid kit, fire extinguisher, toolkit. She wants specifics.
Most shows will give you extra credit if you have a proper toolkit. Don't just throw a screwdriver in there. They won't give it to you for that. Some kind of a proper toolkit.
What up, FJ?
A first aid kit. If you put a first aid kit in there. And a fire extinguisher. And even in some shows, they'll give you extra credit for plaques from another show. They'll specify this kind of stuff too. These are usually like wild cards. If you have what are those little things called, babe? Like the little metal plaques they give you if you're like, the first 1,500 cars at the show or something.
Dash plaques.
Dash plaque. If you put they'll give you a wild card that if it's from another state or something like that they'll give you even more points for it. It's crazy. So you just have to pay attention and look for those kind of hidden.
So I love
extra points.
I know Jan was asking, what products do I carry in my bucket into car shows? Every single one of these products goes to every show we go to.
Oh, and then some.
And some. This is only a handful.
There's just a handful.
Literally, we probably bring like 20 to 30 products to car shows, and double because you always got to have more, especially because we got 2 cars there. So I'm gonna be using a detail spray. She's gonna be using a detail spray.
A trunk tote that's the big one that collapses and folds up. The ones that you can buy that say Corvette or Camaro or whatever.
And these are a big thing too, by the way. Big deal with these. You can't get enough of these. So every time we find them, we buy them because these were on clearance at Walmart for $2.
Can't beat that with a stick.
It was like steal. Thank you. Come again.
And it really doesn't matter. Like these guys right here, it doesn't matter if you find these at the dollar store, if you find them at AutoZone, wherever you find these, it doesn't matter. Here, let me take one out so you can see it. You can see they're concaved so that you can rub them on your tire. So it's got the nice spot right here that you can hold on to them. Not that it matters for us because
they come out of your hand.
Go to the dollar store and get you some
gloves.
Cheap dollar store dishwashing gloves. Not the little latex plastic gloves, although those do come in handy. Get a pack of those and carry them with you. But get you some of the heavy duty dishwashing gloves and carry those in the car to do your tires. And the longer the sleeve on them, the better, because then you can get right up in there and not worry about getting your arm cut or scratched or greasy or whatever. And trust me, you can break through those, but you can go probably a whole car season before you have to destroy them, which is why I said I don't care that it has this foam handle on it or if it's just foam. But these guys right here are amazing to get everything all like on the top of the tire, the front of the tire. It doesn't matter what part of the tire you're trying to get to. These really work. And when they start to flatten out, Don't throw it away because it's like, oh, it doesn't work anymore. I use my tire spray to clean the inside wheel guards. Everybody always asks, how do you get those so shiny and pretty? And honestly, they're not always as clean as they look. I just spray the dirt down with the tire gel and these, and sometimes they're not near as clean as you think they are because that stuff hides the dirt. Now, if somebody's going to get in there and touch it, make sure you clean it. But if you're just going to a run-through show where it just needs to look pretty, that's a trick, guys. When you don't have time to get the wheel well cleaned out, just spray it down with tire spray and run one of these through it. Or a toilet brush.
Jan says her trunk is too small since it's a convertible to put a tote. Do I put emergency stuff in the trunk? When you're ready to be judged, yes. Or you can have it in your passenger seat.
Yeah, you can put it on the floorboards of your passenger seat. You can put your fire extinguisher. So girls, my girls out there is the cutest little emergency kits at Walmart in the auto section. They're pink. They're in little zipper bags. They look like makeup bags. They're about this big. I don't know, maybe like this by this. They're probably about maybe that
There's
big.
the all-purpose cleaner. I just found that one.
Yeah, you're not allowed to use that.
I can't use that anymore. That shit is strong.
He's not allowed to use that.
I mistakenly got rid of a signature from a special somebody on a car.
Yeah, he did.
So
anyways, girls, it's pink. It's bright pink. They probably make them in other colors too, but the ones that caught my eye were bright pink. I think they were a toolkit too, but the first aid kit caught my eye.
You're bending it.
It's a proper toolkit, so you can go grab one of those and put that in and it's got everything that it's perfect. I think it even says first aid kit on it, that it's perfect for what you need. $8.99, something like that. Really inexpensive.
Oh crap. Spider says I use 2 Napa totes. Andy says Sean says, Andy, what do you know about cleaning wheels? Oh, I get in there.
Andy cleans his wheels.
I'll go ham. I'm not gonna go 3 hours like this woman, but
Andy cleans his wheels.
I get at it.
Andy does clean his own wheel. When we have 2 cars, Andy cleans his wheels.
Jen says she's going to Walmart tomorrow to check it out. Lisa says, sorry guys, missed all that. Dog got loose in the neighborhood. Thought a coyote was attacking it from behind.
Oh my. Is he okay? No coyote?
We get bonus points on a daily versus a queen.
That's cool. I love that.
That's a big deal. There's a lot of controversy going on about that.
We try to make sure we do that when we judge too.
How big fire extinguisher? Honestly, it doesn't matter. We ordered ours on Amazon.
Well, it does matter. You don't want like a big, huge, like.
No, I'm saying there's no rule on how big your fire extinguisher is.
I don't think there is a rule for it, but you don't want like an industrial size one in your car.
Obviously.
Like a kitchen size one. A small kitchen size one. Is there still?
And honestly, you can Google, like, we got ours from Amazon. And it came in a 2-pack actually.
It might still be in.
And we made them match the colors of the cars. And Tony thinks she might have one.
Yeah, I have one in here for the kitchen.
We have one for the kitchen.
I hope the kitchen never catches fire because look, I can't even reach it.
What up, Keith? FJ.
Maybe we would burn down and die if I had to try to get this out.
Yeah. So these are the ones she found it. These are the ones that we ordered. It's literally that small. So perfect.
We got it on Amazon. We got 2 of them. We got 2 first.
It was like 2 for like $20 or something.
It says ideal for kitchen or car. Let me see if I can get you the volume. It's like perfect to have near your stove, which we don't.
Yeah, you had it in the closet, like if we would ever find it.
Well, it used to be right on the edge, but somehow it got pushed to the back.
Amazon has many. First alert. Gotcha.
I got this one because it was easy to cover.
And it had really good reviews, actually.
It did. And it was easy for me to cover it. I covered them with vinyl to match the cars.
So one of them is Bagheera's is red. Fire extinguisher is red. Onyx's is pink.
It's covered in pink.
Onyx's is pink.
Tribute's is covered in blue. And Shamrock's is covered in green.
A little customization of fire extinguishers. Who would have
I
thought?
thought these had like an ounce or a volume. It doesn't say on here what the volume is.
10-year warranty though. So that's
classification 5BC.
Get you a fire blanket.
It's just a
for
small
the
one.
kitchen.
Wrist to elbow. Just a little small one. There's an Adams bottle right next to it. Give you an idea of what it's just a little tiny small one. Fits perfectly in the floorboards of my car.
Those next pieces for people that are really trying to get in their trim and like want to undo some of their clips or like try to get some good detailing, but don't want to destroy their car or damage their car. Those right there. These are a godsend. Okay, especially when you have to take apart your car. They're plastic.
Yeah, they're hard, but they won't scratch your plastic as bad as the metal, so you have a little bit of a better chance.
They won't destroy your paint either.
Well, they could, but
well, yeah, if you're an idiot.
Just be careful. But all of these are trim tools to pull like the rivets out and then pull your trim out. So these are great.
They usually come in a pack. So you get all of them for, you don't buy them individually.
You can buy them individually, but
I know, but
we got these as a pack.
To get them as a pack.
They have like little divots in them so that you can hang on. But these are pretty nice, and they're very nice for cleaning. You can use these to get into crevices for cleaning too. We did not bring up the bag that had all the sponges in it. We only had these because we just bought them. But
literally bought them yesterday.
Any other questions?
Any questions about any of these products? There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nine of our like 40 products we use.
Just got a new one of these.
No, you gotta open it. That is a new brush. We have a lot of new stuff up here, actually.
We just got a new one of these.
Now, what Tonya is opening is a wheel brush. For people that have really crazy wheels and you can't get your hand in there, that's the jam.
These guys. So it gets right in there. So this is nice for washing. Not necessarily like putting any product on, but for washing. Get in between your spokes and stuff.
Get rid of that brake dust.
It's nice and soft. But you be careful with these that you don't, get a bunch of stuff stuck in them. You want to make sure that you get it cleaned as much as you can before you start using this. Because you get rocks in this and then you start sticking it everywhere, you're going to scratch everything. So be careful with these. Use them sparingly.
Give me the exhaust cleaning again.
All right, exhaust cleaning. Andy's really good at exhaust cleaning.
You didn't bring your little chrome exhaust cleaner up.
No, I didn't bring because that's probably in my car.
So you can use wheel and tire cleaner on the exhaust?
Some exhaust.
Some.
Know what your exhaust is made from? This will not work on my exhaust.
It will not. Because yours is chrome.
This will also not work on all wheels.
That is true.
Be careful.
There are different wheel and tire cleaners too. So some of them are harder than others, and some of them are for specific wheels. So like
So
Bagheera
be
has black
careful.
wheels. There is actually a black wheel cleaner. So it's less harmful than that one right there. That one's pretty harmful.
Yeah, this is pretty potent.
Use toilet bowl brush. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't bring one of those up.
A soft toilet bowl brush.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got like a soft metal for your tailpipes.
My secret for exhaust cleaning is a little product that is a huge like industry degreaser. Okay, it's called Purple Power. It's literally one of the like top end degreasers. And you can buy it at Walmart, you can buy it at any AutoZone or any of those places, but it's not meant for cars. It's meant for your kitchen. And it does an amazing job on my exhaust. And my
Spot test.
My exhaust's chrome.
Spot test.
So
any product that you're going to try on those kinds of surfaces, always take a little bit of it on a cloth and spot test it somewhere and see what it does to the metal. This will turn baggy, and Onyx's wheels, it leaves a horrible white film all over them.
It'll turn the wheel like gray when it's black. So I don't like using that.
But on Tribute and Shamrock, it does great.
Mm-hmm. And those are
stock rims,
painted aluminum. Yeah,
stock rims, Camaro stock rims. This is wonderful. But if you've changed over to something else, do a little spot test.
It's crazy how much there's so many new products out there, and there's products coming every other day, right? So you have to test literally which ones are good for certain wheels and certain paints. Like, did we bring up a detailer?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So this Adams detail spray, I will never use on my Panther. There is a specific detail spray I do use because
it's Adams.
Regular detail spray on the Panther paint is not good. It doesn't like it. The car doesn't like it. It leaves streaks.
It leaves streaks.
So you have to know what
your car likes.
Your car likes, literally. And it could be because the vehicle is ceramic coated, which we know this is not the case with that car. But there are detail sprays made for certain paints, right? So you got to keep that in mind when you're looking. We do use an Adams product on.
We use graphite.
Bagheera. It's graphite detail spray, and that one seems to be the best one so far that we've tried.
And the matte detail.
And matte detailer, because it's got the matte wheels, which I've actually sprayed on the wheels, and the stripes and the mirrors and the front splitter and wing.
I can't read that.
So Andrew Garcia says raised white letter cleaner, bleach white. Yes, that is what we use on Tribute's wheels, because it does have tread wear tire lettering on the wheels, and literally brings the white lettering back to life.
Or white walls, if you have white walls on your car.
True. Have stock wheels and rims, red calipers, Jan said. Any questions about any of these products that we use?
Or just a part of the car that you're trying to clean that you...
This is a gem, by the way. This is a secret. This is a secret.
VRT goes everywhere.
This bottle is just like almost $30.
And we use it on everything.
This thing is like a godsend. What is it, babe? VRT is what it's called. But what does it stand for?
Vinyl rubber tire.
Boom.
So I use this on my leather. And there is a leather, like a product that's similar to this that you can use on leather, but I really like what this does to my leather. So I use it on my leather too. I use this I can use it on my tires. I use it on the plastics. I use it on the rubber seals. I use it in the engine. I use it on the doors. There isn't a whole lot I don't use this on. And I also water this down. You can water it down with distilled water, or you can water it down with detail spray. It's up to you. And I put it in a spray bottle, and then I spray it on surfaces. So, I mean, you can do all kinds of amazing things with this. With it, I don't ever run out of this. If Adams is your jam, don't ever run out of this. You can do almost every surface of your car with this.
That Quick Key says, what do you use to get rain spots off your glass?
Glass cleaner. I never really bought into the whole Adams glass cleaner thing. Glass cleaner's glass cleaner, right? Whatever. It really isn't, though. I did recently start using this like a couple of years ago.
And it was big when we took Baggy on the track.
And I really like this glass cleaner. So it's easy to get on and get off quickly. Doesn't streak. Especially when you're inside the car trying to clean with this, it like dries up pretty quickly. It doesn't smell real bad. I think it smells like apples, if I remember correctly. I don't think this one's open yet. Yeah, this one's still closed. I want to say it smells like apples. I think it smells like green apples, but it's great. And so, guys, if you use their system, there's towels. Their towels are amazing too. I love their towels, and we do buy other people's towels as well, just because. You
can never have too many towels, I feel like.
4-car drama. So we have had 3 of them at one show at a couple of points. And so when you've got 3 cars being taken care of and 2 people trying to take care of them, it is a little bit of a pain in the butt to try to keep up with them. And we do have enough stuff for each car to take their own stuff with us. But we did start to find out that we had to start packing the cars appropriately. So some of the shows that we were heading off to, we had to pack one car with our clothes. We had to pack one car with all 3 of their cleaning supplies. We had to pack one car with all of the donations that were going for the auction. We had to remember to leave room to bring back all the stuff we bought. So it got to the point where it wasn't like going to a local show where each car could just take their own little suitcase of their cleaning supplies, because they all have, Adams does holiday themes on their products. Obviously Halloween, there's a bunch of different themes, and Andy always buys me all the Halloween stuff when it comes out for Onyx.
We are not sponsored by Adams.
We are not. They should sponsor us.
But no, we don't make any money off of these.
We do actually have some other products that we like too, but a lot of the stuff that I personally like, but what I was getting at is they have towels. So if you have more than one car, or if you only have one car and you do want to put the system together in the trunk of each one of the cars, the towels, this is not one of them, but the towels, this is a Chemical Guys towel. And we will let you know what we think of this. This is our first time using one of these towels. We got this on sale at some crazy place that we went to. We'll tell you about that some other day. But
it's a waffle towel too, by the way.
It is a waffle towel. I like waffle towels. Adams has really good waffle towels. But so Adams glass cleaner is green, crazy bright green. In their normal line of products, the glass cleaner is this crazy green. The towel that goes with this is green. It's a bright green. In their normal line of detail spray, it's pink. And the towels that went with the detail spray were pink. All of the different products came with a specific kind of towel or product that went with it, and the towels specifically matched the color of the product. And each one of the products has a specific smell that goes to it too. Now, when you start getting off into the crazy lines for the holidays, the smells change.
She loves the holiday smells.
So that'll mess you up. But you get to know. You get like, I know my Halloween smells. And so I know what I'm using. But you actually can put this product into plain bottles with no labels on it. And if you're using their normal line all the time, you don't even have to have them marked because you know it by color and you know it by scent.
Mm-hmm.
You can blindfold me and I can detail my car without even seeing the product.
Isn't that crazy?
Right?
That means you've done it a lot.
And and the feel of the towels. Like I know the waffle towel is the one I'm going to use to dry. I know the fluffy one that feels like a teddy bear is the one that I'm going to use to, wax and detail. Like you know, once you've done it a couple of times, you know which one goes with which product and you know the smells of the product. They all have their own specific smells and you get used to it. And when you get your fancy lines, like when I pull out my Halloween stuff, each one of those has a different smell too. So I know which one's smell goes to which product.
Also, back to the comments, Lisa says, have you checked them lately? They still in code. I don't know what that means. We'll check with my pro detailer. He is recommended by several car guys in the area, Jen said. Spire says, steel wool 4X. Explain this on glass. I don't know what that means.
Still full.
John says Sprayway glass cleaner is the one he uses. It works best even in direct sunlight. Spire says steel wool 4X, Windex, Rain-X in that order.
Sprayway glass cleaner is absolutely amazing. We actually do have the foam version of that in Onyx. Baggy will get a can of that as soon as we can get another can. So that is an old product. It's been around since I think the 50s. And that is probably one of the best things you can put on the only thing I use that on is the inside of the glass because that's probably the best thing you could put on tin. And it won't ruin your tin. Love that. So, but I do love this on the outside.
See ya, FJ. FJ says he has to go. We'll watch the rest tomorrow.
Bye, FJ.
See ya. Jan wants to know, do you buy Adams on Amazon? Hell no.
We buy Adams wherever we can get it that's inexpensive. Most of the time we get it on the Adams website because they'll do like
amazing
2-for-1s, mystery boxes, whatever.
I'm big on the mystery box.
You can get them at car shows. You can get them at what's that shop?
I don't think I've ever bought Adams on Amazon because there was always so many good deals on Adams website during the holidays where you get like 3 for the price of 1.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever bought it on Amazon either. And I always had an Amazon guy I always had an Adams guy that lived near me in Wichita, and so I always bought it from him. But because I bought it in 5-gallon buckets and just refilled this stuff.
Mm.
But,
Charles wants to know detail spray after ceramic coating. Oh yeah, 100%.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Now, you make sure you're just using the right detail spray that works best for your car, though. Especially after ceramic coating. Ask your detailer, whoever did the ceramic coating, because
what he thinks or she thinks is the best thing to go with the product that they use.
And that's the big thing, right? Because certain products react differently with your detail spray. So you want to make sure that your ceramic coating actually gets a benefit from the detail spray you're using.
Yeah,
instead of like taking it away.
Yeah, you don't want something that's gonna pull your ceramic coating off.
That's a big deal.
So, like Andy over here with the yeah.
Don't use this product if you don't know what it's for.
Andy was going ham. That bottle's almost empty now, and I was like, "Where'd it go?" He's like, well, yeah, just don't. I don't want to hear it. Okay, so this still wool window glass. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I am not a big fan of still wool anywhere near any part of my car. Why? What are we using the still wool for?
What up, David? Thanks for joining, buddy.
You got to be trying to get something hella nasty off of an engine part, or some rust off some tires, or like restoring something if you're busting out with steel wool. That scares me. Spider. What are you doing with the steel wool?
Charles wants to know, do we have access to 3D products? I don't know what that is. Is it a different brand?
3M or 3D? 3M is
3M products?
3M is
manuals. Charles says manuals.
Steel wool 4X, Windex, Rain-X, in that order. Cleans glass really good.
Lisa says, what does it actually do? Just make things shine? For what, Lisa? Walmart carries a few Adams products. Yes, now they do. Which
we've never bought it at Walmart. I don't know if it gets watered down or
it's questionable to me.
Different. I would want to talk to an Adams rep and see if they changed the formula for Walmart.
Because in order to keep the prices down, you don't want to buy products that have been watered down either. Because there are some products, even hell, Jay Leno has a great line of products, right? But his stuff is watered down. A lot of his products are watered down in big retailers. So it looks like you're getting more. And I've used some of his stuff. It just depends. It does depend on where you buy your stuff. And if that manufacturer waters down his product to send it to certain retailers. Think about that for a second. David says, I have Garrett's Garage, clay, glass.
Clay bars will take, here, give me the clay bars.
Clay bar.
Okay, so here's clay. Clay bar will take dirty, yucky everything, like from our nasty ozone. These little guys will pull all kinds of fun stuff off any surface. Windows, paint, anything. So this is amazing. This is witchcraft right here in a bar. But
it's not cheap, but
they're not cheap, and they are by no means easy. So this is commitment. When you pop open one of these, you're committing to like time. This is something that usually would take me a couple of hours, and then hey, I'm gonna go have a beer and watch TV and like take this up again tomorrow. This and your detail spray, that's together. Dry is no fun. So this and some detail spray, and it just gets everything off the car. And then you don't want to take your car anywhere once you start this. So this isn't something you want to do to your daily driver unless you are going to be dedicated to finish before you need to drive it again, because you are stripping your car booty naked. You are taking everything off. You're taking the wax off. You're taking everything that protects that paint off. And then as soon as you're done doing that, you can start building it back up and making it pretty again with a nice wax job. But just know that when you start clay barring the car, you are taking everything off of it. There is definitely a process to this. It starts with that stuff that I don't let Andy use anymore, to strip everything, like strip any kind of wax or anything that you've done to the car off. And then you start this process. It's a wonderful thing. you will see some amazing results with that. But like I said, don't strip it down bare and then go driving around in your car, because you're just hurting yourself. Andy's like over here playing with bottles. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah. David said 3D is a professional level product. Charles says getting started car season. I know, can't wait. Finally, but we need to get the cars out. We're getting a little crazy, stir crazy.
No doubt.
Hi, David. How's the family this week? Okay, Jen, it's been a week. I've been using Garrett's Garage with great success, David says. They have some great product, too. Thinking about a garden cart with wheels for storage this year. One of those steel like things you know ride around the auto show.
No, baby, a cart for
Yeah, I know.
his products.
I know. That's all. I know exactly what
you're not riding around on it.
No, you like you can pull it around the show field. I don't know why you would, but
lots of companies make them.
Adams makes one actually.
Adams makes a collapsible one. There's other companies, like you can go to Harbor Freight and get them really cheap. I'd really like to have one once we get our garage sorted out, just because you can grab everything that you want and stick it on the little cart and run around the car with it, so you're not like running back and forth.
Jan says, as a glass artist, we use denatured alcohol in spray bottle, then dry with waffle paper towel. Don't y'all don't use it. This is an old trick, Spider said, to remove window stains and trash off of windshields that see a lot of outside use. 4X is super fine, works like clay on a windshield. All right, but you have to clean after with Windex, then treat. Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, I've never.
Charles says daily at home, queen for distance shows. Lisa says fire extinguisher. What about the fire extinguisher? Dawn will also remove wax. Oh, yeah, Dawn will remove anything.
Dawn is a very good. If you want to strip your car, you can put Dawn in your wash bucket when you're washing the car, and it'll strip all kinds of junk off the car. Yeah, I do not recommend, unless you are trying to strip everything that you have wax on, waxed off onto your car. I do not recommend using dish soap to wash your car. A lot of people are like, oh no, I just go in the kitchen and grab the dish soap and fill it into the bucket. No.
Please do not use
if you're trying
kitchen soap.
If you're trying to
wash your effing car.
If you're trying to strip the car to get everything off of it, heck yeah, go for it.
I've heard people saying, oh, just go get dish soap. What is wrong with you? You spent $50,000 on that effing car, and you got to use dish soap? How about you treat it with some respect?
Well, but it is good if you're trying to get all the products off. If you're trying to
it's different.
Deep cleanse it, get all the products off. Yes, it's great. But if you're trying to just clean the car and keep your wax on there, no.
As of May 4th, Keith will have his 50th anniversary car for 8 years. Holy crap.
Dude, that's nuts. Doesn't seem like it's been that long.
It has been. Dawn, then clay, then polish / wax.
Yep. Yeah, it's the same thing as the all-purpose cleaner. If you put a little bit of all-purpose cleaner in with your car wash.
Car shampoo?
Yeah, if you mix that and the all-purpose cleaner in your bucket or your power washer, that'll knock everything off your car too. And then if you really want to get to it, this will get all the oxidation and stuff off your car too. This would be the next step. Super deep clean. This is hella detailing. This isn't weekend wash.
I think Charles meant to see products to use after you coated your cars. So you're starting to notice all these new products come out with hybrid ceramic or do ceramic detail spray. There's a lot of fake products out there, but they've all come a long way. Just make sure you do your research on them before you
And talk to the
start
person
using
who
them.
ceramic coated your car, because they know what they put on your car. They know the products that they used on your car. So they're going to be able to head you in the right direction. Tell them your favorite products. Like when Wayne did our cars, we told them. We told him, I like Adams. Like, that's my favorite thing. He told them the products that he likes to use. And Wayne told us, okay, you can continue to use this, and this. Don't use this.
And I was never an Adams guy. Still, it's not my favorite stuff to use. But this is what Tony likes to use.
Tony does like to use this.
So the queen gets what she wants.
And there are some things that I'm not allowed to use now because the car is ceramic coated, but we can still use it on the cars that aren't. So
So Lisa wants to know about this product again.
All right, VRT. So V is for vinyl, obviously. So
it's not like a liquid either. It's pretty thick.
It's like the consistency of conditioner for your hair, like the good conditioner for your hair, the like really thick stuff. So V is for vinyl, the R is for rubber, and the T. Oh my God, I'm losing
tires.
T is for tires. Vinyl, rubber, tire. But I use it for everything. Now they do have a leather dresser that you can use as well, but I'm not gonna lie, I put VRT on my leather too, and you would never know my car was as old as it was if you didn't know anything about Camaros.
So I like VRT. The product I like even better is made from the people that make a lot of your products at your car dealership, actually. Oh my God. It is I actually use it on my white interior because this is a big deal. Oh my God, now I can't remember the name. It's just like VRT, but it's from this is gonna bother me.
All right, well, while you think about that, think about it quietly.
Yeah.
So VRT, what I was talking about earlier on the VRT is you can use this pretty much on anything. Put it on a sponge, put it on a cloth, mix it with your detail spray or distilled water, and you can put it in a spray bottle. You can, like I said, put this on with like one of these spongy things. You can put this on.
The sponge is really good with VRT.
With a cloth.
And you just don't put it on. Like Toby, you got to tell people like you just don't put it on, like let it sit. This is something like you put on and then you rub off.
Yeah, you rub it in. So I put it on the sponge and then I rub it on the plastics. On my leather, I put it on the cloth and then I rub it into the leather. The leather cleaner's the same way. It's a very similar consistency. It has a different smell. And it's got some different stuff in it. I like it okay too, but I for some reason I'm always going for this. You will slide right off your seats and stuff with this. And I think that's kind of the difference is the leather treatment. When you put the leather treatment on your seats, it's not as shiny or slick, like you won't slide right off your seats with the leather treatment. And this is shiny and slick. So it depends on what you like. If you don't like that shiny, slick look, then stay with the leather conditioner. But I like this on my leather. And I go back and forth. I use them interchangeably. So Back to Black. Huge fan of Back to Black. 2 versions of Back to Black. They have a cream that's kind of this consistency. Loved it on my Jeep. I use it on my truck, not so much on my Camaro. Do I use the cream because I like this better on the Camaro? But I'm not gonna lie, I go through gallons of that stuff on my trucks. Back to Black makes I'm gonna take you girls back, a can that looks like the size of the old Aquanet bottles, the aerosol cans. I know these aren't great for our environment, but come on, we drive Camaros. Are we really worried about the environment? So they are a show car essential. So be very careful with it and be very careful where you're pointing that when you use it. But the Back to Black spray, you can dress an engine and cover up all kinds of stuff, and it's kind of like semi-permanent. So you can dye your hair, and you have like permanent dye, and then you have the washout dye. The black Back to Black in the aerosol can is like the not permanent. So if it sprays in there, it's going to come off actually when you wash a few times, but it will stay for a couple of washes. So we spray hoses with that. We spray, the plastic that's between the window and the engine compartment. I mean, if it can be sprayed, if it's sitting still long enough for us to spray it with that stuff, once we've done our cleaning, we will spray it because it is amazing. So find it. There's actually Meguiar's makes one that's similar to it too. Andy was a big Meguiar's person when I met him. And I'm not going to lie, before I got my Camaro, I was a big Meguiar's person. And somebody that I met in Wichita turned me on to Adams. And I just kind of got away from the Meguiar's. There's still a few things in Meguiar's that we still go to and we'll fall back on if we can't get Adams, because you can get Meguiar's a lot of places. You can get Meguiar's in the store, and you couldn't get Adams in the store at all until recently. But now you can get Adams in a lot of stores, and it is pretty easy to use. Baby, didn't we bring towels?
Yes.
So here's a nice thick drying towel that's nice and fluffy, and you can't really tell on camera, but this is like double-sided. So it's like two towels sewn together. It's kind of weird how they made this, but this ought to be fun to dry with. This will be the first time we've used a towel like this, but it's very, like, I can see through it a little bit. It's going to be easy to dry. It's heavy. We'll let you guys know what we think of this. That'll be interesting. It is called Blackline Car Care. This will be the first time. It's Twisted Loop Microfiber Drying Carbon Series. So this is the first time that we've ever tried anything like this, but we're going to try that. And then we also got, we're trying out different things, y'all, so we can talk to you guys about different stuff other than the stuff that we usually use. This is Chemical Guys' version of the waffle towel. I'm a big fan of waffle drying towels. They grab the water and pull it into them, and then they're really easy to squeegee out and then start all over again. And guys, this is a pretty normal size towel. for a waffle. And for a 5th or 6th gen, it should take you probably 2 of these to dry a towel or to dry a Camaro. And let me tell you what, big fan of this. Didn't know how much of a fan of this I was until I finally broke down and like started using them and bought them. Bought one for Andy and he loves it. Sometimes I gotta like remind him it's on a battery and he can't just go blowing everything all over the place. It's for the car only, but got him a little mini shop blower. So you can get the little leaf blowers that you can blow like for your yard, and they're huge and they'll vibrate the teeth right out of your head while you're using them. You can get that same thing and you can get them super powerful in a little itty bitty one. Fits right in the trunk. Comes apart, even smaller. Fits right in the trunk. Charges. Battery charger thingy is back there. Batteries charge. Bunch of other stuff we have charges in the little battery port too. And this thing, I swear to you, I think we could like blow the paint right off the car if we had to. That's the battery that goes in it, in the one that we have. But it gets the water out of the mirrors. It gets the water out of.
It's made from Milwaukee.
Milwaukee is the one that we have.
I found my product.
Oh my God. So, but anyways, the blower is amazing. After you wash the car, blow all the water off. And if you have a dark colored car, spray it with detail spray before you start drying it. And that will help you from getting water spots.
All right. So my product, my VRT replacement, which I started using before VRT was a thing, made from a company that had makes all your parts at every Chevy dealership. AC Delco. Okay. AC Delco makes one of the best products I've used to clean my white interior. So it's AC Delco vinyl, rubber, and tire dressing, and it is the best to clean my white interior. And this is exactly what it looks like. It's a white bottle. It's a clear bottle. The product's white. AC Delco cleaner, and you used to be able to get it at every Chevrolet dealership. I don't know if you still can. I'll find out tomorrow for my dealership, but that was my best product, and I still use it on my interiors, and I think it's better than the VRT personally. But
for white interior,
I mean, I used it for the white interior, used it for all the black trim that goes on all your plastics. I've used it on tires before.
I wouldn't touch your red interior with that.
It depends.
I wouldn't touch your red interior.
I don't think we ever have.
I wouldn't touch your red interior with that.
You don't know until you try. But that's what I use for Tribute SS. We got some more questions. Lisa wants to know, fire extinguisher, is it good or expired? Some of the small ones you can get refilled by our alarm company. They do a full size ones.
A lot of the small ones they won't. When they expire, they're done. The little ones, the little tiny one, like this one. I don't think this one can be recharged.
Yeah, the little ones, I don't think they can. But
and
for
honestly,
$20,
for the amount of money,
I'll pay $20 for two.
For the amount of money that you spend on some of these little ones, you're gonna spend more recharging it than you would to just get a new one. And when you have an old one that's never been used, but it goes out of date, take it to your local fire department. Don't throw it in the trash.
Spire says, I agree. It was easy to find. Lisa wants to know, yes. And that VRT, does it make things shine or clean things? Both. And again, depends on how
conditioner.
It is a conditioner. So it's not like you just put it on and like, all right, we're done. You put it on and then you can wipe it off to literally take. You will be shocked. And I'll do a little video like on my white interior when I use it, and then I take another towel and rub it off. It brings all the dirt off with it, so it makes what you thought was a clean white seat, take all the black and dirt and soot out of the seat itself. And that was the big thing when they came out with the 6th gen, and all the white interiors are going to get all dirty from your jeans, right? I've never had my jeans affect my white seats.
Yeah, but we also take care of them.
Truth. But
you gotta take care
I've never had a blue stain on any of my seats. Never had a black stain from black jeans on my white interior ever.
But we keep those seats conditioned
But I'm just saying, I've never had that. And I've had the car for almost 10 years now.
Yeah, you just have to take care of them. Keep them conditioned, leather.
That's crazy to even say. 10 years of my 6th gen. And whatever do you do if you drop a towel? Trash it, or will you trash your paint? Oh my God. This was a big, I actually talked to Tony about this on the way back up just from downstairs garage. Like literally, you cannot just use one towel on a whole car. Okay.
Did we just talked about that?
You did? Okay. Because that's a big deal. Like if you drop the towel, don't use it.
It takes 2 of these to dry off a Camaro easily. And
don't be afraid to bring multiple little waffle towels and detail towels. You're not supposed to detail an entire car with one towel.
We have a whole ass laundry. Like there's the dirty bag and the clean bag, and yeah. And if you are using the towel and the towel hits the floor, you're done. That towel is done until it gets cleaned. Do not pick that unless you're, in a very clean environment in a shop and you know for a fact there's nothing on the floor and whatever. Like, I mean, that's up to you if you want to risk your paint, but anything that gets on your towel is going right back onto your car, onto your paint. And when you wash your towels in the laundry, no fabric softener. I recommend like Dreft, like baby laundry detergent, or something very gentle. Like you can wreck them with Tide if you want, like, but if you want them to last longer,
Milwaukee battery.
Do Dreft or the gentle Tide or something like that. But no fabric sheets, no fabric softener liquid, no little beads, none of that stuff. Very simple when you wash them, and then just dry them. And yes, there's going to be all kinds of static, but you want that. You want that in these towels.
Sean says, to be honest, he's not a fan of using like leather cleaners or dressings. He doesn't like the residue left behind. But a lot of the times, like we used one on the red interior that we didn't like it. We switched.
You'd like the
matte one.
You'd like the leather. You'd like the leather cleaner that Adams has. Then the leather interior cleaner.
Isn't that
don't use the VRT?
We gave my mom.
Yeah.
My mom had the same problem. She did not like the shine on the VRT on her leather. And she has the gray leather.
And the slip and slide effect.
And she didn't like the slip and slide. So the one that we switched her from VRT actually to the leather cleaner that they have. And it was a lot better for her.
Which we keep one bottle of it here, but his mother did not like the VRT. So
we wish, Ramirez. We are not sponsored by Adams. We are just giving you our, and we use a lot of products that are not Adams, by the way. We just happen to bring all the Adams products.
We do. Yeah. Once we get moved into their forever garage, we'll show you we'll show you our AutoZone. You'll see their product.
It's just crazy because we got like hundreds of dollars worth of product just in a garage, chilling on the wall. And
hundreds, thousands of dollars.
Yeah, but still, I mean,
because we try everything.
We do,
and they have probably just as much laundry as we do,
if not more.
But you got to be careful. So, guys, when you get ready to dry your towel or put a towel or anything, a sponge or something like that on your car, please please check your fabric. Like we always, you'll see me at car shows. It'll be up against my chest, and I'm not playing with myself, y'all. I'm checking to make sure that there's nothing in the fabric, like any little sticks. And all of my friends from the Midwest, those little stars from hell that get stuck in everything with all the little spiky things on them.
Jen knows about that.
Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Those get in one of your towels and then you start drying your car, you have just destroyed your paint. So check, just go through and just check every part of your towel before you start. I mean, it can be it can just be one of the spikes off of one of those little stars from hell.
Scratch your paint.
In one of your towels, not the whole spike. It won't even be the whole star. Just be a little tip of it stuck in your towel. You just destroyed your paint. And if you run your hand down the towel in all the different directions, you'll catch it on your hand or the back of your hand. And then I got to pick that out of my towel before I start using that towel.
So there's a lot of leather questions being asked right now.
Okay, leather. Let's go.
Karat's leather is the same as Adam Spire says. Does anyone ever use the old-fashioned leather chamois to dry off their car?
I have 2 of those. I used to swear by them. I have not used one in a very long time. I don't have.
I used to use it maybe 15, 20 years ago.
They're not damaging. It's not.
I mean, it depends now. Some of the paint is not as hard as it used to be, guys. Let's be real.
So it's not going to damage your paint. The only way that you would damage your paint is if you did not get the chamois wet enough and it was still hard. That could damage your paint. People don't switch those out enough and they don't keep them clean. So they do have a tendency to, if they're not taken care of, they can mildew. They can do all, because you can't go wash it. You can't throw it in the washing machine and so there's those kinds of things. There's bacteria and things like that get stuck in those, and if they're high maintenance. So if you don't take care of those properly, then you're putting all that on your car. So,
and honestly, with the price of those leather chamois now, honestly, the microfiber towels are so much better. David wants to know if we found a house yet.
No, we found a few, but
every weekend we've been going.
We keep talking ourselves out of it for one reason or another. We've been
going to a bunch of open houses, and our realtor is really good.
Our realtor is amazing. We actually almost settled for one this last week, but it just didn't have. It had everything we needed, but it didn't have enough space for us to entertain. So, or have a kid past a toddler. So we just decided to keep looking.
These houses are a lot of money, y'all.
To not have what you want. We don't want to be doing this again in 2 years. So we're just gonna.
It's overwhelming.
It really is. That hurts my feelings every time somebody asks. It's oh.
And it's you would just open a can of worms.
Yeah, let's not get us started on that. So yeah, and then you have the fake chamois, the ones swimmers use. Those work pretty good too. If you ever get stuck in the situation where you need to use something, those aren't bad either.
You should never be in that situation. If you're going to a show, you better be prepared to be at the show.
But you never know.
Be prepared.
Be better prepared.
Be best.
So, but anyways, somebody could steal.
No, you didn't, David. We're just playing.
Somebody could steal your stuff. You could be walking around and come back and your stuff's gone.
Sean says, terrible time to buy.
It really is a terrible time to buy, especially in New Jersey. Ohio was looking pretty good,
Did
though.
you see those daggers?
Ohio
Did you
was
see
looking pretty
those
good.
daggers? My car wall. Yeah, guys. So this whole table is full of products. This isn't even not even half of what we use.
This is just what we could get to, like right off the bat.
But each car has its own stuff. And STEM stuff works better than ours. And a lot of it is testing and trial and error. It really is. What's your favorite? What works? What doesn't work? Don't be afraid to try different things.
And then it's not even really what's your favorite. It's what's the favorite of your car.
Well, that's really what it is.
So it's a combination of you as a person and the car you're working on and what's been done to it. So decide that combination and then go from there. Like I have to remember, like when I'm like in high gear, it used to be okay. I could just have the one bottle and just keep going through all three cars. And now I'm like, oh shit, I'm on bad gear and now I got to switch bottles.
We still haven't talked about the Corvette yet.
All right, so let's go talk about the Corvette. If anybody needs any like detailing stuff, we did full detail videos. Girl Cave did full detail videos last year. So you can go back and look at videos and I go over like in detail pretty much how to detail an entire car.
Oh, also, our video dropped this morning of the ZR1 from the New York Auto Show. So go check that out if you haven't already. It's about a 10-minute video. If you want to check that out.
I think we're going to like this. We'll tell them.
I think so too. I like how big it is.
Well, I like how heavy it is. How heavy it is. I don't know. I'll let you know once we start drying with it. It may be really heavy once it starts filling up with water, and then I might not like it.
I like the Sonex for cleaning Alcantara instead of the Adams. You have the Sonex cleaner for Alcantara.
Yeah, I like that better than.
I have never used the Adams.
We have never used Adams. This is gonna be our first time using Adams.
Never used the Adams Alcantara cleaner.
So we're gonna let you guys know what we think of that, but I have a favorite brand and like this better or not.
Boom. Yeah, what's that, y'all? So 2026 is going to be a big year for Corvette for a couple of reasons besides the trim levels, but the new interior dropped today. And I know a lot of people are upset about it because last week was Beach Bash at the Corvette Museum, and they didn't show the Corvette fans that tracked out there any of these interior photographs. So the photographs dropped today. Big changes for the interior. They redesigned almost everything. Some of the seats are the same, but they did make some changes. They moved all of your gauges on the little panel that goes in between the seats. So it is all of your audio and all your climate controls are no longer there. Some of them are in the screen and some of them in the wall stack below the screen. But in this picture, you can see that there are now 3 screens in the new 2026 Corvette Stingray. And yes, I did have more photographs for you. So also in this photograph, can anybody tell me what is so different in this photograph that I was super excited about? Does anybody see a big difference between this photograph? I like little drying towels, one in each hand. Nothing wrong with that.
Double fist away.
It's a cockpit correction. flight deck. I think that's what you meant to say. Yep. Y'all have cleaning videos in our playlist. I think we have cleaning videos in our playlist.
There's a ton of them.
We do. Does anybody see a big difference between this? We know the heads-up display is there, but I'll give you guys like one more minute with not saying anything. But yes, Jan, yes, thank you. I am super excited to announce that the driver's seat and the passenger seat are two different effing colors. That has never been done before in Corvette, or I would love if they did this in Camaro. So you're telling me I can choose two different colors of seats in my car? That is awesome. I think that is an awesome idea, and they should have done this a long time ago. But yeah, especially if you're doing two-tone seats, like yeah, I'm the driver. I'm a little bit more important than my passenger. I want to have a different color. I want to be in control. So I thought it was kind of cool.
Like to want?
I know, right?
Wow,
I don't want much.
You think that you're more important because your seat's a different color?
I'm the driver. I control the car.
Okay.
The driver has control.
Okay.
That's
okay.
That's like asking Maverick.
Okay, babe. That's what we want you.
Maverick's a little bit more important than Goose.
Okay.
Even though Goose died. God bless him.
All right. That's what we want you to think.
So that was kind of cool. Then more pictures through
That's all it takes, babe.
the glass roof
to make
on
you
the
feel
C8.
important. Change the color of your seat.
Convertible, of course. But the big thing, they put a wireless charger pad right underneath the screen. They changed the mode selector. So it used to be a little circle that you can turn left and right. Now it's a toggle right next to the cup holders, and the cup holders are no longer hidden with a little flap. They are bigger, and they can control big slushies. So because I've seen videos of and pictures of cups in those cup holders. So they're big cup holders now, finally.
Okay, I just have to ask. Why the hell would you want a big slushie in your Corvette?
Some people don't care as much as others. Just saying. Okay. Right there's your cup holders. And there's your mode selector. It's actually a toggle switch now, up and down, to go into your different controls. And I actually like the stainless steel in the bottom of your cup holder, which I don't know for a fact yet, but it looks like there's LEDs in the cup holders.
Are they heated?
That would be cool if they were heated and chilled. I haven't heard that. I cannot confirm or deny, but that would be an awesome option. And of course, you can see the toggle switches underneath the screen as well. And we'll play a video. We'll play a video actually from GM because GM dropped videos today. Let's get to the video of GM dropping that. Does anyone use the recharge area for cell phones? Mine doesn't fit. Yeah. On your Camaros, yes. I do have to take my case off.
Yeah, mine doesn't fit either.
To charge my phone on the new iPhone 16 Pro. But Tonia's phone will fit if she takes the case off. The Pro Maxes will not fit. So let's get to the video. Here we go, guys. The video. I'd hope if there was.
When you look inside the new driver-focused cockpit, there's a screen to the left of the steering wheel, one in the middle, the driver information center, and then off to the side.
You're going to have the ability to highly customize your gauges across the 3 screens.
There's plenty of live data in this geek out on, get excited about. You've got a lot of options to configure these displays however you.
Between drive modes is really easy. It's utilizing a hard switch to toggle between the modes.
As you go up and down through those hard switches, the auxiliary display is giving you 3D feedback depicting a virtual Corvette going through a racetrack as the PTM levels might allow it to. That little 3D car will drift just a little bit more. There'll be a little bit more tire smoke. There'll be a little bit more rubber left on the track. And this is just not for fun. This was intentional.
I think the most important information that our drivers will really love is the usage of the PDR app and its improvements, as well as the performance app and all the gauges that now we can show across the 3 screens.
All of these gauges are all specially calibrated to the engine that's in your model of Corvette. When you introduce new technology like this, it's important that it solves problems in new, innovative ways. We wanted to be able to bring technology that's going to make this car better, that's going to make the driving experience that much more enjoyable, that much more capable. We're making sure we do that with the Corvette.
I like that they're coming up with all these videos now.
We know that this car is supposed to be fast. It's supposed to be fast everywhere, but especially on the track. PTM stands for Performance Traction Management, which is effectively GM's racetrack application for performance. It modifies all the vehicle subsystems to get the most performance out of the vehicle.
Everything from the full HD video out the front of the car to vehicle speed, accelerator and brake inputs, lateral, longitudinal G-forces help us plot and show to the driver where they can optimize their lap time.
PDR Performance Data Recorder is our built-in data logger that allows them to record and output the data from, say, track sessions, canyon carving, drag strip passes. All that data is now available in the car at any time with the press of a button.
With the latest version of PDR, we now have a new suite of driver tools that let them optimize their lap time. Additionally, there is now a driver speed tips function where PDR will automatically suggest to the driver their top opportunities to improve lap time.
So basically, we've built a driver coach into the car, right?
That's exactly right. Corvette has always been driver-focused, and we want to make sure the driver can get exactly where they want, when they want it, in a way that they would like to see it.
The first thing a person should feel when they look at Corvette is that sense of speed. Obviously, that's the first impression when you walk up to the exterior of the vehicle. When you slide in the seat for the first time, you kind of want the hairs on the back of your neck to stand up a little bit. You get that just sense of exhilaration, even when you're standing still. Overall design goal for the new Corvette interior, take what we had before and really enhance the experience, update the technology, and increase the comfort. Some of my favorite features of the new interior are the way the displays are seamlessly integrated, flanking the driver. Each one is pointed directly at you. All the controls are right where you expect them to be. Everything's easy to reach. Your immediate is just, you're in this like cocoon of luxury and technology. The first thing we wanted to do is make sure we had really good physical controls. Your push start button, your transmission controls, your drive mode controls are laid out really logically right in front of you. Everything's where you expect it to be. It really is just this awesome celebration of technology and then also craftsmanship, because you can see the attention to detail. You see real stitching, leather and suede, aluminum and stainless steel on the speaker grills. All of these things are working together in like a perfect harmony. When we design these cars, we really think about how people are going to be using them. Whether you're driving it every day, or you're going on a road trip, or you're taking it out to the track, we really laid out that environment so you're comfortable. Everything about the car is just built around the driver experience, and it forms this beautiful sculpture that kind of celebrates the technology.
That's fast.
So yeah, that's the interior and what Corvette has to say about it. I like that you're using a Camaro cave cup. Did you not even notice that?
Of course I know.
Label out.
I like how you're not.
For anyone that's still here, which thanks for still sticking with us. I know we've been on for a long time. We found a couple Camaro Cave Keep the Faith shirts still available. If anyone has not gotten one or would like to get one, we have this is an extra large.
If you're new to the cave,
If you're new to the cave,
these were one-time run exclusive shirts celebrating Mr. Scott Settlemeyer.
this one's an extra large.
I have no clue what's left. I think there's only like 4 of them left.
This one's an extra large. So we got 2 extra larges. Three extra larges.
Is that it?
Yeah. We got 3 extra larges left.
We have 3 extra larges left.
Of the Camaro Cave.
Scott Settlemeyer Keep the Faith shirts.
Yep. So if you know anybody or if you want one, how much were they?
I don't even remember. You'd have to look that up.
I think they were 25.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think they were $25. And if they weren't, they are now. But I believe they were $25. So front and back, our logo on the front and Keep the Faith, and our logo with Scott Settlemeyer's slogan and his signature on the back. So yeah, she's been using. Anyone wants one, let us know. Tonya, I want jacket like your size large. Email me cost, and I will sell you. Jan said.
The black jacket? I hate the delay in these.
Yeah. I think that's all we got, guys. We're on over an hour and a half tonight.
Yep.
If you have any questions or concerns, send us an email at thecamarocave@gmail.com.
Or specific detail stuff that you're running into as you're going into season and you want help with it, let us know. Yes, I looked at, I think that's supposed to say other colors.
Yeah, but not edgy.
Yeah, I think they only have them in black. We'll look, but
we'll look for you. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining here and being here on the cave. We do appreciate each and every one of you and being here. You're the reason we're here. So thank you. Keep the faith. Wear your seatbelts. And we'll see you. When am I going to see them again?
I mean, when it stops raining.
Every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock right here. You know we're going live. And we'll be dropping more videos. The next video to drop is us inside of a Dodge Charger Daytona EV SRT Stage 2. I know that's a lot to say. And we're being driven in the car. You don't want to miss that one.
That was crazy.
It's pretty good. And we were shocked on how much we actually enjoyed it.
All right, everybody, share your, if it's good weather where you are, share your show pics with us. And let us know how you're doing out there with car show season. Ours are still sitting in the garage.
And if you want to join us here on the cave, let us know. We'll bring you on the show.
100%.
Have a good night, y'all.
Good night. See you next week.
Deuces.